Hello, let's start with our fifth section and add some interaction with another business service. First, we create another service to handle ratings, so we can see which links are our favorites. Then we need to show the rating per link and also notify the rating service when a bookmark has been deleted. When you add synchronous communication, you need to cope with systems that don't react timely or not responsive at all. We will add histories and a retry mechanism to make the system more resilient. Welcome to the subsection where we add the second business-related service to our application. First, we generate the service. Then, we use a few configuration classes and files from the bookmark service to bootstrap the development. And after that, we start with the REST controller, which will handle the rating vote calls and also return the current rating of a link as JSON. So let's start with the fifth section. So now we're getting to create a new service. I think first of all we should create a database for it. So here we have MySQL US, and let's copy this. Come on, and make it MySQL RA for ratings. And it gets its own port, of course, which is number 8. And we keep the rest as we did before. Okay, so let's quickly add the new service. So new module using the initializer com.actpub.yummy. Artifact ID is ratings. Description is rating your things, for example. We don't select anything here because we're going to copy most of the POM of the bookmark service because both are pretty similar. So let's open this one, and we are going to copy everything starting with the Spring Cloud version property line. So let's go down here. Now we open the rating service and we're going to paste it in here. So this is a little bit too much. So let's get rid of a few things. So first of all, the version is correct, Spring Cloud version is correct. We don't need base layout. JSON is okay, MySQL is okay, don't need HTML unit. Flyway is okay, Lombok is okay. We don't need to provide the version. It's still here because it was necessary before, but Spring Boot 2 manages it already. So we also can get rid of Selenium. DevTools is nice. Actuator, Data Redis, Hatewas, JDBC. Security is okay. Thymeleaf can go. Validation is nice. Web is okay. Cloud config, starter bus, Eureka client, Data Redis, and here at Thymeleaf again, twice. We don't need Bootstrap or WebJS locator. And the test sub is okay. And then below here we still have the Spring Boot plugin, a little bit of the exec Maven plugin to use Bower to generate all that stuff. That's also important. Alright, so next is, for example, the Bower. Where's my mouse? Come on, I'm clicking. So we are copying Bower RC and Bower JSON. What a fun, especially when all those things are downloaded already. Sometimes I don't understand IntelliJ. Now it's reacting a little faster. So would you please copy those files? Thank you. Alright, so Bower RC can stay the same. Source main resources, static components, Bower components. And in the Bower JSON we have to switch out the name. Ratings can get rid of paper input, button and dialog because we don't need them here. But we need something different. So let's go here. CD ratings. So we are going to use Bower install -- save so that it already saves all the config files, etc. from the chat weimer /iron -star -rating. This is a nice star-based rating component, which I found during my search for a nice component because it has value binding and it issues a simple event, which is much nicer than the other star rating components that I found. Let's give it a try. It downloads everything and creates the directory here. So the application properties should go. So delete it, and we copy application YAML and bootstrap from here. Been switching operating systems lately and I'm hitting all the wrong shortcuts. So bootstrap YAML, we need to switch out the name, ratings. In the application YAML, we have to select a unique port. Let's do 9095. And the data source needs the correct port as well. So this looks much better. So we are 7 minutes in. We also need a few class files. Let's quickly copy the configuration package. So copy. Don't need the data initialization. And we can keep the rest. So the error advice is fine. Just does some generic handling. Security configuration is fine. We just say please authorize and disable CSRF. And in the web config, we just get rid of the XML message converter so we don't create weird messages sometimes. Set default to JSON, and we can get rid of the locale resolver because we're not creating any messages. Okay, so I think we can start with our first controller. How are we on time? 8 minutes. Perfect. So I'm putting all that stuff in the base package, and I don't create sub-packages for it because we will only have 1 or 2 of each kind. So you can do that if you like, but you don't need to. So let's create the rating controller. And now I'm creating the class how I would like it to be, and then we're going to create all the missing dependencies. So this will be a REST controller. The request mapping will be something like /votes/ type in brackets /entity ID. So this is the path that we're going to use. Type will be pretty constant in our case. It will always be bookmarks. I know what I'm going to choose. And the entity ID will be the UUID of the corresponding bookmark. But doing it this way, we are keeping the chance open that we use a different type for something else. So for example, when we start rating users, so that we can have votes users and then the user ID, for example. Also, we need the allargs constructor so we can inject our dependencies. So we are going to save stuff, so we need a rating repository. We're going to create one. Let's do this quickly here. So we have an empty class. Next will be something to set or create a new vote. So we use a post mapping, public void add rating, for example. So we are going to receive the rating. So we have to say add request body. Spring knows that what comes next will be the body of, or should be the body of the request. It should be valid. We're going to add a few validation rules, and the class will be called rating vote. Should be an add here. So rating vote. And also we have a path variable. Put this in a new line here. I have a huge monitor with a bad font size. So string type. Oops. I'm using string because I don't want to place any burden or any hard constraints on these parameters because we don't care. And if we don't care, we shouldn't enforce anything because this makes it more flexible. So let's create the class rating vote. Okay, here it is. Let's go back to the controller.